Facing food shortages in overcrowded camps where they've been living for a decade, more than 1,000 people in Myanmar's northern Kachin state have returned to their villages, despite fears that fighting could flare up at any time, they told Radio Free Asia. So far, about 200 of the 500 families from the village who had been sheltering in camps have returned home, while the remainder fear that fighting will resume amid fighting between the junta and various rebel groups. Back in 2011, about 150,000 people were uprooted from their homes when fighting resumed between Myanmar forces and the Kachin Independence Army, Myitkyina, an ethnic group seeking autonomy. While some of the IDPs have decided not to resettle but rather work temporarily on their farms to grow food, others who want to move permanently say they need assistance to build homes, clinics and schools in their old villages in Kachin State, which borders China's Yunnan province. Some social communities have formed self-alliance plans and volunteered to help them return home, the official said, referring to self-help groups the IDPs have formed by making alliances with others to leave the camps in a systematic manner. Some people encamped around Myitkyina township are considering returning home at the end of February, though they may not be able to do so because of the presence of military and Kia bases and their activities in their areas, he said. When junta officials visited Myitkyina's Jang Kawng camp in December 2022, they pledged to help the residents return home the following summer, which begins this March in Myanmar, when schools will be closed, a camp official said. A deputy minister from the regime told the internally displaced people at the time that the government could not build new houses for them, but would provide a certain amount of cash to each household, he said. Khun Sai, a displaced person who lives at the Sha-it Yang camp in Waingmaw, said he wants to go home but cannot do so because junta forces and Kia operatives often visit his village, Sampai. We don't know when we will be able to go home, but we are trying to make it possible in 2024. Ye Tun, the junta spokesman for Kachin State, said state officials were providing assistance to the uprooted people. A religious teacher from Ga Yar Yan village said some villagers there who risked their lives to return home were prepared to flee back to the camps if fighting resumes.